Hello, students and professionals. I'm here with the advanced series of lectures of Microsoft Project 2019. My name is Mohammad Saud Arif. I'm a senior project planner working for a decade in different organizations such as oil and gas, steel plant, and renewables. So, hopefully, with my experience, you will learn a lot. The course I have designed is especially for students and professionals who are struggling to get the complete knowledge of Microsoft Project. In the last two lectures, we studied about the project, WBS, activities, critical path, and different layouts. So, in this lecture 3, I'll be giving you a preview what we have studied, and I recommend you to keep watching all the videos because I'll be bringing a lot of value packed videos in which I'll be teaching you about how to create resources, assigning resources, how to create cost, setting up the baseline, updating the projects. So you can only get to know about these updates if you subscribe and like my channel. So I request you all to please like and subscribe and share with the community so that all the people can benefit. So let's jump into the lecture 3, and today task will be creating calendars and creating holidays in the calendar. We have a schedule prepared and which we need to assign a calendar. So realistically, you have to put all the holidays for your project if there is really an off day, because if you would not, the software would consider or it would assume that it's a work day and would mark as a work day. Okay, so what we do is we go to the project tab, click the change working time. We have three calendars given as default by Microsoft Project: 24 hours, night shift, and standard project calendar. Okay, so uh, we'll be considering some holidays during our project. Since our project is a very small one, okay, so we would only be taking 2 months because it's starting on the May 1st and ending on June. Okay, so we'll jump rightly in the month of May. This is May 2023. This is our starting date, and our project will be completed by June 26th. So it is basically our 2 month calendar. Now I'll be, you know, assuming days as the holidays. So I consider that on this ninth there'll be a family day. Okay, and I'll make it as an exception day. Okay, you can see the color have changed, and if I put the cursor on it, you can see the exception day. Okay, and it will be a 1 day, so it's starting on the 9th of May and ending on the 9th of May. Same day I'll block this 24th. Okay, and name it as, for example, Labor Day. And let's move to the next month. I consider this day, and I book as Eid holidays. So basically, the Eid is of 3 days. So we start from the 14th and end till 16th. Okay. So you can see 3 days are no exception. Okay. Another thing, what we can do is, if I know that this family day comes 9th of every year. Okay. So I could change and make it ninth horse holiday for each year. How would I do this? I would go on the details and I'll click on this yearly. Okay, and I click this on the 9th May. Okay, and I change this occurrence as 2. Okay, so you can see that on the next year you will also get a holiday on the 9th. Let's check it out. May 9th. See, May 2024, there is a holiday. Okay, so I have clicked the two occurrence. So first occurrence is on the 2023 and another occurrence is on the 2024. Okay, so this is the way we can block the holidays. Okay, the reason why is, as I discussed, that we want the software, we want to feed the information in the software that it will be a off day, because if you would not mark as an off day or holiday, the software would assume as a work day. Okay. Also, if we for example want to make any day as a non-work day. Okay, as for example, if we want to make the Mondays as non-work day. Okay, so we click on this and we click on this, we go to the work week. uh, I click and set as non-working days and okay. Okay, so you can see that all the Mondays are now off day or are as the non-work days. Okay, we can also create a new calendar. Okay, special calendar we want for our project. So it says a copy of the standard. So it will select all the holidays, all the non-work days of our standard calendar. So I say okay, and I name it as pedestal. If there is a subcontractor who is working on this project, so I create a calendar for it and I name it pedestal subcontractor and I click OK. So it says, do you want to save changes to the base calendar? I say yes. So if we want to see that whether which calendar has been assigned, because we studied that there are, you know, three default calendars and I have created another one. So it, like it's there are four calendars now. So which calendar is assigned on the project? So what we do is we go to the project information and we see that for the entire project, this activity, if we want to, the calendar we created of predecessor subcontractor, if we want to assign that special calendar on this works, this activity. So what we do is we go to this activity, click on the advanced tab and select calendar as predecessor subcontractor and click here OK. Okay, You can see that I've assigned the predecessor subcontractor on it. Okay, there's special calendar on it. So this is the way. Okay, you can assign calendars, and I hope that you would have learned how to create calendars and how to assign the special holidays. Keep learning, and thank you for your time. Stay blessed.